right, everybody. Welcome back to My Pop Sports. This is Grandy. This is your first time here. Welcome. Thank you for checking out the channel, checking out this video. If you guys are returning, welcome back, guys. Hopefully everybody's having a good week. I've been pretty busy for myself. Got the kids running around left and right. Also just trying to build up the second eBay store and the original eBay store and just keeping it busy, guys. So don't forget, check out links in the description. If you guys check out the store, every little bit helps. Feel free to make an offer, guys. So but other than that, I haven't done this in quite some time, so figured I'd do a Q&A. Lots of questions. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. If this video ends up being super long, I apologize. Don't worry. You don't have to watch it all in one sitting. Go back, come back, whatever. Click, come back and watch the rest of it. If you guys have any other questions, feel free. DM me on my Instagram. Link's also in the description. Or just comment on any of the videos and everything, and I'll do the best I can to go back through the questions and try and answer as many as I can, guys. So here we go, man. Let's jump into it, and hopefully I can answer it. Oh, don't forget, guys. Take everything I do and say with a grain of salt. This is for my situation, my experience. Anybody, whether on YouTube or anywhere, tells you what to do in regards to sports cards, as a side hobby, trying to do this full time, your situation is going to be different from everybody else's, so your experience is going to be different. So, but take everybody's advice. Like I said, grain of salt, though. Here we go. Question number one. Why don't I do more shows, in-person card shows, since I'm doing this full time? I should be doing like 3 or 4 card shows a month, every weekend. I should be doing, all time, right? Good question. But the thing is, as I just mentioned, everybody's situation is different. I have 4 daughters that are 12 and under now. Crazy. But anyways, they got everything from basketball practice, golf lessons, to activities, to arts, all kinds of classes, school, preschool. I got all this stuff going on. To do it every weekend, I would love to, but my time and my situation doesn't allow me. I take care of the kids literally every day, morning through night. In between time is when I try to list and pack and ship, all that stuff. So to keep doing a show every weekend just wouldn't be feasible currently. Maybe I'm on the road when the kids are a little bit older and self-sufficient, maybe. But right now, I can do maybe one show every month at most likely one every other month. I would love to. I just can't. Because if you've never done a show, there's a lot of preparation from getting your inventory ready for the show, to doing the show, to transportation, to lodging, all that stuff, set up, tear down, and then redo everything again if you do another show. So it's a lot of work, a lot of effort, and time-wise. Time currently just doesn't allow me, and that's why the eBay store is number 1, and then card show is number 2 for me. It's because the way my schedule and the way my life is, that's the only thing that allows me to do that. So, like I said, I would love to, just can't currently. Your situation might be different. Maybe you can do a show every weekend, then I would highly recommend doing it if you can. That would be good. Next one. Do I look up comps for all the cards, or how do I price it and everything? Well, I've been collecting for almost 40 plus years, right? What you kind of figure out how much each individual cards would run for normally, whether it's a base, whether it's an insert, things like that. You kind of figure that out. I don't look up for comps for anything that's in reality under $3. Anything that's going to be like about $4 or $5 on up to 10, 15, 20, whatever the case, like autographs or super high or super low serial numbered cards, or just rare rookie cards, things like that, or hot rookies and stuff like that. I will look up and see what the comps are then on those types of cards. But primarily anything that's under $3, and I'm trying to get away from that as much as I can, but anything like that, I don't look up comps. I just price it accordingly, what I think it's going to run or what I normally see it run for. And then everything else, if I have time. Otherwise, you will not have enough time to comp everything out. It takes too much time, guys. So it's just kind of through experience. That's kind of how I do it. Anything over $5, then I'll probably comp out. So just a heads up on that. Someone asked me, how do I sell base cards, or what's my process of getting rid of bulk base cards or things like that? So this is the thing, guys. There's like 3 or 4 things you can do. Number 1, you can give that shit away. I mean, it is what it is. It's such a high supply, you can just give it away. Or card shows, you can put it in packs and give it to kids, whatever. That would be number 1. Number 2, you can recycle the stuff. You can just put it in the recycle bin and recycle it, right? It is what it is. Number 3, what you can do is, what I've been doing is post on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, meet the people in person so you don't have to ship it. And they can, for maybe like a 5,000 card lot, sell it for like 20, 50 bucks. Okay. I wouldn't be so bent out of shape of how much they offer you. You're just looking to get rid of that stuff, right? At the end of the day, because it's such a vast supply of the bulk and also just the base card stuff. So that's what I recommend. And then number 4, you can use it as, I guess, when you ship other cards as protection, things like that. But other than that, guys, that would be my best suggestion in regards to getting rid of base and just bulk stuff. It's really difficult. Your best bet is just to give it away. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Or just recycle it. Sorry. No real, I guess you can say, golden answer for that one. Next question is, why not, hold on, sorry. Okay, here we go. Whatnot, when there's somebody's asking about that, the Whatnot issue about them. Do I think they're just cutting storage costs, things like that? Well, this is the thing. They still have all those videos that you can go back and rewatch it just for people who buy into the break or whatever. It's just not, I guess you say, accessible to anybody else to look through it. So I don't know how it works, but if you're already storing it, I mean, you're already paying to storage all that, storage space for the videos, right? You already have it. You're just only allowing specific people to have access to that and not the vast variety, or I guess the general public, right? So in reality, they're just hiding it from the general public. They're not paying less or paying more. At least from my eyes, in regards to the storage of those videos from Whatnot, so you can go back and rewatch it, because they're still allowing, like I said, the people who purchase into the breaks to go back and watch it. It's just the general public. Why are they hiding it? That's just my thoughts. But yeah, there you guys go. I don't know. Here you go. Do I list at the lowest price possible, or try to list and at the lowest price possible, and also 85 cents per shipping? Do I use plain white envelope, bubble mailer, things like that? Okay, so great question on this. So I don't try and price the lowest. Like I just said, I don't comp anything unless it's $5 or more, or $20. Then I'll go look at the comp. But anything under that, I'm going to price for whatever I just can move the stuff for, guys, at the end of the day on that end. Sometimes I'm the lowest, sometimes I'm not. You know what? I just looking to move the stuff. So there you guys go on that. And so that's how I price it, right? 85 cents for shipping. Do I use plain white envelope on those? Yes, I do. I use obviously a top loader to protect the card a little bit on that, but hence it's 85 cents. It covers the shipping costs that you pay for the stamps, the shipping label, and then also just some materials here and there for the plain white envelope wise that to ship. If I'm going to ship in a bubble mailer, things like that, I do charge the additional, because then it's going to go into the ground advantage shipping cost with the bubble mailer, which is usually minimum like 4 ounces, and then those can be anywhere between $4 to $5, just depending on where you're shipping it to and all that stuff. So I usually do charge additional for that. So to cover that expense, you'll see the difference. But primarily 85 cents I charge for the plain white envelope stuff with the top loader, and anything else above that, then obviously I'll mark for a reason. Why I do charge that. Why I charge. What's the story behind backyard breaks? I'm not going to go into this. There was a story. Those guys just did some stuff, said some stupid stuff on their live stream, whatever, and it was just a big hoopla. Just go back to it. Go look. Just Google it or YouTube backyard break, whatever issues, and then you can find that out. I'm not going to waste too much time on that, and so that's what that was. Am I into hockey? There was that Four Nations thing, and there was a huge interest into hockey. Yeah, there was. The weird thing is, I think the hockey people are not going to even do that Four Nations thing anymore. I think that was a one-time deal, which is kind of stupid. You're right. A lot of people were interested into it. I thought it was kind of cool. But other than that, am I really into hockey? Not too much. My inventory primarily, I stay within my lane. That's the biggest thing. I stay within my lane. I love football. I love basketball, mixed martial arts. So those types of stuff I'm good on. I know I can talk all day long at card shows, things like that. In my inventory, that's the stuff I know. Pokemon, baseball, too much hockey. I'm not so into those. I'll have a few in my inventory. That's because I purchased lots and it's inside of those, but it's not my primary to go. So like I said, I stay within my lane. I know what what I'm interested in, what I can talk about, what I do. It's a lot easier to sell and just be more into stuff that you like. So there you guys go on that end. But hockey, I'll have some in my inventory, but not my focus point in regards to inventory in regards to that. What cards do I scan? What scanner do I use? And what's the definition of liquid when I say liquid inventory? Good question. So, scanner I use, I spoke about this many times, but it's a Fujitsu FI 8170. This is I purchased several years ago. Now I believe it's called like the FICO FI 8170. So that's the scanner I use. And the reason why I use that scanner because it works for me, so I highly recommend that. Just test out the scanners. There's Epson, there's other companies that do scanners and everything, but the primary thing why I use a scanner is because I use Card Dealer Pro currently, but I used to use Chrono Cards. You have to make sure whatever software or program you use, the scanner is compatible with it. That's the biggest thing. So, like I said, just go through the scanners. This one currently works for me, knock on wood. Haven't had any issues with it, but that's what I would recommend is just kind of going through it. Which scanner you think will work best for you and make sure that it's compatible with the software application that you're going to use. That's what I would recommend on that. What kind of cards do I scan? Anything that's pretty much under like $20, I'll scan anything like that. I don't scan like the super thick cards that have patches or autos on that. Those I usually just take pictures of the camera or the phone. I don't scan those. It could damage it. And then on top of that, that's about it. I don't really scan anything else in regards to that. I just scan the lower end stuff and to speed up the process and then give my store a huge more increase in regards to inventory wise. Definition of liquid inventory. So somebody was asking me, what do I mean by liquid? So liquid inventory is just inventory that is easily movable. So people are asking for it, or it's a hot ticket item that people are looking to purchase. So anything liquid. So a lot of times currently anything liquid is usually modern rookies, hot rookies. So anybody in football, basketball, baseball who are up and comers, and people are wanting to buy their stuff. So anybody like Paul Skenes for baseball, or like Jaden Daniels for football, or like Anthony Edwards or Victor Wembanyama for basketball. So guys like that, those are considered liquid stuff. Easily movable, whether slabs, raw card, doesn't matter. That's called the liquid stuff. It's just easy. It's like water. It's easily maneuverable, right? So you can move and sell them really quick. That's pretty much a definition of liquid inventory for me in that sense. Somebody asked, so if I buy like a huge card lot, like for instance 1,500 cards, do I add those cards directly to the inventory, or do I just calculate the cost of the lot? So me personally, everybody runs their business different. For me personally, whatever I pay for that lot, so let's just say it's a 2,000 card lot. I paid $500. I don't care about the 2,000 cards. I care about the $500 I paid for that. Hopefully, those 200 cards will return me more than the $500 I paid in. So whatever I paid it out, I want to make sure revenue comes in will cover that cost, right? So of those 2,000 cards, maybe only 100 of those cards will sell and give me my money back or more. That's it. Everything else is gravy. So that's how I look at it. I don't calculate how many cards I got. I don't break it down per price per card. I just calculate I spent $500 here. Hopefully it can bring me $1,000 over here, once I resell it. That's how I calculate. That's how I look at it. I do not look at per item cost of per card. Tracking that would just be ridiculous. It works for me currently. That's all I have to say about that. So with changes to PSA, will the PSA 9s or the graded 9 cards increase in value? What are my thoughts on that? Don't know. We don't know yet. Time will tell. I have my own thoughts on this. So this is my thoughts on it. Will PSA graded 9 cards increase in value? I actually do not think so. And the reason, even though in my eyes, I think a PSA 9 card should be way more than the freaking raw cards. But as we know, it's not. But no here nor there, my thoughts. The reason why I believe PSA 9s will not increase is because if the grading is so difficult right now, PSA 10s are going to be limited. So you have a limited supply and a high demand. What happens if in business sense? It doesn't matter if sports cards or not. If there's a low supply, a high demand for the PSA 10s, that value is going to go up. So what happens when PSA is grading a ton of 9s and no 10s? That means the high supply of PSA 9s is going to make a huge supply, and the demand of it is not going to match. So then the price of that is going to drop. At least that's my thoughts. I don't know. All I know is business is always about supply and demand. If you have too much supply, not enough demand, price is low. You have low supply, high demand, price is high. Since the day of time of business, that's all I know. I know it's incorrect. It doesn't matter what I think. I think PSA 9 should definitely be more than raw, but I'm not in charge. The market's the market, guys. So that's just my thoughts on that. Why did I open up a second eBay store? I think I spoke about this previously, but for the new people here, my original store is maxed out in regards to the fixed listing, so I have to open up a new store. I didn't want to go up to the anchor store, too much money. I think it's like $300 a month versus opening another store for like $60. So simple as that. That's the only reason why I opened up a second store. And last but not least, do I think baseball is going to be turning around and have a huge increase on that? Yeah, I think so in the next probably the next month or 2 months. Spring training, guys. It's just the way with every sport. As we all know, right before football, anticipation ramps up, expectation ramps up, people start buying, things like that. So there's going to be a lot of transaction. Baseball, same thing with spring training come up. It's going to be a lot of transaction. At least I hope so. I would anticipate that. But yeah, there you guys go. Other than that, man, if you guys like this stuff, feel free to subscribe. If you guys have not subscribed, appreciate you guys actually watching this video this long. Crazy if you did, but there you go. Other than that, go Warriors. Kicking ass. Jimmy Butler looks good, man. Hopefully they can make it to the playoffs, make it to the finals. That would be pretty amazing. I will try to record later this week. I have some other things I want to talk about, but I need to freaking open up boxes with my daughter. We just haven't had time. Been so busy with life in general. So we haven't had time to really rip any boxes, which we should. But don't forget, I'll be at the Iowa Card Show here end of March. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get to Iowa, see some friends and family again, and do that card show there. And I'll let you guys know how that goes for me. Other than that, man, have a good rest of the week, guys. Till next time, peace.